Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And we're Brainwreck. Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet. The only recipient of the Wooden YouTube Award.
Yeah.
The Woody Harrelson of podcast.
Yeah.
The Danny DeVito of social commentary.
Sure.
Right here, folks.
Every week for the last...
Every week. We come into your living rooms,
350
cell phones,
weeks.
shitters, wherever you're watching us.
Has it been 350 weeks? 5 past 200.
Christy, what's the math on the weeks?
250, like 200.
Well, there's,
oh God, I don't like
there's
this.
365, 4 days in a year.
There's
depending on the year.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Are we leaping this year? Christy, was this a leap year?
I think we did leap this year. When's it?
We should have just leaped over the whole fucking year, for God's sakes.
The leap. Oh no, I spelled leap wrong. The leap year. The leap year starring.
Anyway, folks, we're glad that
Amy
you joined
Adams
us here.
And Matthew Good.
Who?
There's a movie. It got 3 stars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I could see that.
The movie or the fact that it got 3 stars?
The fact that it got 3 stars with that cast. Anyway.
Shots fired, I guess.
Shots fired. You're just going to get...
Yeah,
it is a leap year.
It is.
It is a leap year.
Fuck, so we had an extra day of fucking pain and suffering that we got. Not only has this been the worst year. I mean, okay, let's be fair. I'm sure that there are a lot of years that people have had to go through that have been way worse than this.
Yeah.
You know,
1944 rings a bell.
Asked and answered. So
exactly. So anyway, we appreciate you coming in. We started this show off tonight with our G4 hashtag talented people.
Wow, you're really selling it well, man. Yes. Hashtag 4Gs with talent. That's us. No, hashtag G4 needs talent. We put out that video last week. There was a call for talent from G4 TV. They're coming back, thank God, because
much like Batman, when the signal goes up, your boys are here to answer.
Boys are here to answer.
You're looking for talent.
Listen,
good Lord.
What I mean, like, come on, you got 2 cisgender white males in their early 30s with backwards hats and a lot of opinions on shit. Like, we are the...
We fit the bill.
We fit the bill. Like, I mean, come on. We're both kind of smart. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning into this show.
Yeah, but no, in all seriousness, I mean, like, because we've been doing this show for a while, and we've been doing a lot of other things outside of the show to try to bring more content in, which we're going to have to talk about here in a minute. You know, we've got some more plans coming down the pipeline. We got, you know, rule number 4.
Coming at you tomorrow night.
Coming at you tomorrow night. We got Christy, who's going to be helping out with that. She's been killing it. She's got the topic down already. I'm very excited.
Is it safe to say that she's the fan favorite?
I would say that she is the fan favorite.
Which is real sad because we've been doing this for a long time.
Well, I feel like this whole channel like kind of leveled up a little bit after she got on board. Which
100%,
100%.
When we started doing the couples podcast, the ladies really really brought out the best in this channel.
I mean, because again, I mean, who doesn't want to hear from 2 cisgender white males in their early 30s with
lots of opinions?
So many opinions. Anywho, so we got a lot of stuff going on with this, and you know, when we saw that pop up on Twitter, it was like 2 weeks ago now. It was a situation where, you know what, even if it doesn't work out,
which most things don't.
Welcome to 2020 for me. even if
The math adds up.
Oh yeah, now you're doing the math quickly.
Exactly.
But no, for real, like it does add up. Yeah.
Just in view counts.
It's Chrissy's birthday this weekend.
Yes, happy birthday, Chris.
Very excited. Where was I going with this? I completely.
You were thanking the people.
Wait, was I?
I hope so.
Thank you for watching. I guess is where I wanted to go with all of this. Oh no, wait. The fucking G4 thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw that, and it was one of those things where, like, listen, even if it doesn't work out, even if we don't get the gig, we still did something for it. You know,
we did.
Which, hey,
it's not nothing.
Just do something. You know. She says demanding. Well, sorry.
Well, the people demand you. So anyway,
we need
moving on.
Okay. Yeah, moving on.
We tried to, and that's the thing is like we've tried a lot of things on this channel in the past. We started out as initially a podcast. Mm-hmm. We went from straight audio to video. We went to video to video games. We went from video games to shows about doing game show type content. And we were just, I think rule number 4 can be considered a game show type content.
I mean,
the game.
There's no prize giveaway, really.
Oh no, the prize is in the content. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
Oh my god, make that a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I
trademark this show.
Do I have a pen? Here's a pen.
Trademark this show.
I need to
prize
write
in the
down.
Content.
I just have some. Hang on. Just give me a second. I'm a mess, folks. I'm gonna write this down. The prize is in the content.
There you go. That along with the best show on the internet. T-shirts coming to Spreadshirt real soon.
Is that still a thing?
Hmm.
Well, either way, we'll make it a thing.
We'll make it a thing.
We'll find the most dead platform there is out there,
which is what we do.
And we'll
like
just
G4.
Own it. We'll own it. Wait, like who?
G4. Oh.
No, but they're coming back. So like that's the
right.
Thing.
Yeah, no.
We're trying to hop on that train before.
They're the Toys R Us of cable networks. They're doing great.
Okay. So how was your weekend, I guess?
Picking up where we left off last show,
mm-hmm.
I had, and speaking of this channel, had a little bit of a mishap on
you had
Thursday.
A little bit of a mishap that got our pee-pee slapped.
Yeah. Not in a good way, folks.
Not in a fun way. Not in a way you want to pay for. Yeah.
No, not in the way you pay for it, the way that you're in the locker room and the bully's walking around with the towel. He's circling that bitch up. You know it's your turn. It's coming. Folks, we got slapped in the dick by YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I did personally. I spent a lot of time trying to put together a quality program highlighting one of my favorite shows of all time.
Right.
The Twilight Zone. I've been talking about this Twilight Zone watch along for what seems like decades now.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying I wanted to do it. Something I've always wanted to do. I'm going to put in the time. I'm going to do it. I never did it. And then finally, I'm like, I'm not busy one evening. Let's give it the college try.
There you go.
And so the plan was going to be that it was going to run the opposite Thursday of rule number 4. So that way every week you're getting 2 shows on this channel, which and then, the vlog thing was supposed to happen too, but then we'll get into more of why that's not happening later on. But so I tried to do the Twilight Zone podcast, put a lot of effort into it, made a bunch of graphics, made an opening video, made a closing video, realized about an hour before the show I misspelled everything and had to redo it real quick.
Shut the fuck up, really?
Yeah, that's a real thing that happened. And then so I'm getting ready to go, and your boy is like, I've never done a solo show before.
Right.
I've never done. I usually rely on banter, things off the cuff, that type of thing to fill the content. However, I had to actually prep for this show. I had notes. I had done research. I had, earmarked certain points in the episode. I was going to mention certain things. So I was well prepared for the show. And about halfway through the first episode of Beyond the Fifth Dimension, Twilight Zone watch along series, no longer available. YouTube gave us the old kick in the dick and said, no, sir.
Not allowed.
Peacock owns that shit.
Yeah, or is it? No, it's Paramount.
Well, wasn't that on the?
It's a CBS property, I believe.
Oh, that's right, not NBC.
Yeah, it's all
One
the
of them
same.
owns
It's
it.
all the same. It's all owned
They're
by
all
the
the same.
same people.
They're just trying to grasp on the little guy and
Right.
squeeze him for every nickel that they can. Just because I wanted to watch the Twilight Zone. Now you couldn't hear the audio. We were doing closed caption only, but apparently they've got some sort of algorithms, some type of
well, when you
screening process.
when you and by the way, Strangler Steve says his dingus looks like Abdullah the Butcher's calloused forehead, which you should see a doctor if that's the case.
You've been gigging too much, brother.
Oh God.
You need some Vaseline.
When you mentioned the idea of the show, I was like, this is a cool concept. And, I mean, like, that's kind of been a big trend, with podcasts and, like, different channels and stuff where, like, they focus on one show or one movie series, and then they just basically do an episode recapping and discussing that, whatever episode they watched. So it's like,
right.
This could be fun. I didn't fully understand what your approach to it was going to be, and I was like, there might be some legality to all this, but let's find out.
The college try.
You
like
went for it, and I'll say I was like, when I tuned in, I was like, oh, like he put in some work. Like this
I did. I bought a hat.
Okay. I wanted to ask you about the hat.
Okay.
What was with the hat?
So I wanted
like hang on. Because like you are known for wearing hats. You wear a lot of baseball hats.
Yes.
I like this was a top of the morning to you type of hat.
It was.
Yeah. Where did you find it? Why and why did we go that direction?
Well, see, I wanted to sort of emulate Rod Serling.
Sure.
Trying to give the whole Twilight Zone vibe off. I'm bald as fuck, and he is not. And as you said, I'm known for wearing hats. So I said, you know what? Why don't I do this? Why don't I go get a hat from the era, and then that way I fit into the show. And that was but I also didn't wear the full suit. I'm like, it's really hot, so I'm just gonna wear the vest and a button down and the hat, and hopefully people get the gist.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Christy. Said I look damn good. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying it. I was like, he made some choices. Good for him.
And to answer your question, went looking for a hat.
Yeah.
Went to Walmart, couldn't find a hat.
That was okay. This is going to be my next question: is how many stores did you go to for that hat?
4. And you'll never guess where I found it. Went to Walmart, no hat. Went to Target, no hat.
Right.
I mean, I guess if you count them as stores, I went to all the thrift stores.
Okay.
Could not. I mean, I kind of feel weird about buying a hat at a thrift store. Not that I could have lice because there's no hair for the lice.
You still really want to spray it down because you don't know.
Right. You're gonna want to Lysol it.
Yeah.
Disinfectant wipes, which are hard to find, by the way. The kids needed Lysol wipes for school. Like, it was on the supplies list. Good fucking luck. Like, you might as well just put, like, how about some goddamn plane tickets to Hawaii? It's just as feasible. It ain't happening. Anyway, and then I decided, you know what? I'm a man that likes a bargain. A man that likes a deal. I'm gonna go down to the J.C. Penney's. They're going out of business. Maybe they'll have a nice hat. A nice formal wear. They got that whole formal section over there. No hat.
No hat
to be found. No hat to be found.
Fuck did you go?
So at this point, it's like, so the show. I knew the show was airing Thursday.
Right.
It's like Tuesday or Monday, and I'm like, this ain't gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna have a hat. There's not gonna be a hat for me to wear, and my whole shtick's gonna be ruined. And then we decided, you know what? Let's pop in to the old Spirit Halloween. And
Yo.
goddamn, if they didn't have a whole wall of vintage looking hats.
They've got hats there.
They've got hats, and the best part is the inside of the hat is it's because it's not like a real hat. Like it's a fucking felt, overpriced piece of shit hat, but it looks good on camera. So the inside is just this elastic band, so like it fits perfectly on your head, no matter what size your head is, kind of thing. So I'm like, this is great because I got a rather large noggin. So hats are I'm somewhere between. You get the medium large fitted hat,
right?
And it's choking my brain. And trust me, like I need as much blood to flow there as possible because it's half dead. So I gotta opt out for the large, extra large, which is great at first, but then after you wear them for a while, the band loosens a little bit, and then I look like a 4-year-old wearing a goddamn men's hat, and it's just sliding all over the place and it's all floppy, and they don't last very long. No. So the elastic band was really nice. So I made the investment in that, made the investment in the set, made the investment in all the time and things like that. All for naught, it appears.
So it seems like there's a couple kinks we need to work out for this. I still think the concept and the idea is worthy enough to try to continue with. We just have to figure out a way to be able to stream it to where people can follow along if they want to follow along with the episode, or have some way to watch it, because like the one thing that I had thought of was like, oh well, I know now on Twitch they allow streamers to do Amazon Prime watch-alongs. As long as you have an Amazon Prime account linked up to your Twitch account, you can jump in to that stream and watch along, and it's whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But of course, fucking Twilight Zone's now owned by CBS, and it's all specifically on whatever their fucking platform is now, like
whatever that major streaming platform.
Plus, or because everything's Plus. When are we gonna do Brainwreck Plus? I feel like that's the next step for us.
You know what? I'm coming to OnlyFans.
Coming to Only. Oh, that's where we'll do it. We'll launch on OnlyFans. Brainwreck Plus.
Can you
OnlyFans 2021? That's where it's.
What's OnlyFans is a policy of copyrighted content.
I believe it would be the same anywhere else. However, we could probably,
because if I can do some Twilight Zone on some OnlyFans,
we could do a Twilight Zone and hot dog pairing show where we pair, because there's like a lot of shows now that pair like a certain food or a certain beverage with a thing. We can pair hot dog recipes with Twilight Zone episodes. That is a genius fucking idea. I am so, this is why I went to school for 6 years, folks, to come up with these types of ideas. Okay, I'm pumping out gold.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Twilight Zone, hot dogs, OnlyFans, 2021. Come and do a phone.
It's going to be a big year, folks.
Listen. It has to be, right? Like, it has to be at this point.
Well, I'm thinking that, like, here's my issue, and it's a lot like everything else in my life. I get really excited about things and about the possibilities, and when even things are going well, but they're not going up to my hyped, my expectations, I still get a little disappointed. So I don't want to, get really hyped about 2021 because I don't want to be disappointed. And 2 years of disappointment, folks, is listen, we're on this planet, if you're lucky.
We're running out of time.
For like, Christy, what's the math on the life expectancy? Isn't it like 92 or something now?
I mean, I feel like I've got a good 60 years in me still.
That's generous.
Bro, we got some good genes. We can go a while. Plus, it ain't like... Plus, I also feel
you might have some good genes, brother. You're going to be doing memorial shows here in about 20 years, 20, 30 years.
No, because I
Gone down for our generation.
I don't know anymore, man. I just feel like I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, it's already fall, basically. We've got
Brother,
like, I'm just trying to get like, this has kind of been my thing over the last like week or so is reminding myself just focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So like that's where I'm at in my life. I have one thing that I need to do.
the alcoholics approach.
Sure. Like once I get that thing done, then I can move on to the next. Like I'm trying to sort of reorder my brain, basically.
Okay.
And I'm trying to just keep that focus of like the moment I get anxious about something or the moment I get stressed out, just say fuck it all. Just focus on like what's the next thing in front of me. Get that done. So I'm trying to focus on that and get to the end of the year.
You know, you touched on something that reminded me of something I wanted to bring up. I'm thinking about getting rid of my Fitbit.
You still have a Fitbit?
I still have a Fitbit. I wear it all the time.
Oh shit, you got it on right now.
Yeah.
You always wear that?
Yeah, dude. For like past
Well,
4 years of
okay.
since we've been doing this show.
That's fair.
Almost.
Okay.
I've been thinking about getting rid of it though.
Why?
Because I'm someone who might have a little bit of anxiety.
Sure.
A little bit of a panic inducing at times. Little social issues, things of that nature. And I've come to find that I have this really bad habit nowadays of whenever I'm starting to feel a little panicky, whenever I'm starting to feel a little anxious, things like that, I'll look at my Fitbit and I'll check my heart rate. And I'll check my heart rate to make sure I'm not having a heart attack.
Okay. So why would you want to get rid of it?
Because there are times when I check it, my heart rate's elevated. And then the panic level skyrockets.
So you see that elevated heart rate, and you're like, "Oh shit, here it comes."
I'm like, I'm dying.
Elizabeth,
this is it. Elizabeth.
This is the big one.
This is the big one.
Okay.
I'm done for.
Okay.
Kind of thing. But the other day, I think I went to go charge it, or like I lost it, or went to go do the dishes or something like that, and I started having like a panicky type of feeling. And I went to look, and I had nothing on my watch, like there was nothing there, and I'm just like, oh, I must be fine.
Okay, yeah, you should get rid of it.
So I'm thinking about getting rid of it, but then I'm like, how do I tell the time?
Buy a watch.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing: can I get is there a smart watch out there that'll tell me my text messages and tell me when somebody calls and not tell me if I'm dying? Because I don't want to know.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Samsung ones would do that.
Okay.
Not a sponsor. And then the Fossil ones, which I have a Fossil smartwatch, also not a sponsor. And I would not recommend them.
Not the Fossil?
Not the Fossil. I've really had nothing but issues.
Are those the ones that the Chinese government spies on you?
We don't need to go there. I don't know. No, man, because like we actually did an episode like years ago, where I got that Fossil watch.
Oh, it was your Black Friday buy.
It was like one of our first Black Friday episodes, and
yes,
and I was like, this is something like because Christy was thinking about getting me one, and then I was like, well, like it's like super cheap right now, like I'll just get it. I got it, and I was like, this is kind of cool, and then like.
I'm gonna get this for you. No, fuck you. I bought it for myself. Oh, real nice.
That's what I do. I always treat myself. What can I say? And like I've had nothing but issues with it. Like the first 8 months I had it, it like wouldn't update. And then I ran into an issue where the button to like open up the menu and to like wake it up got stuck. So it like would not turn back on. And it would just be a bowl.
It wouldn't turn on.
It wouldn't turn on, like, unless I maybe got like a notification or something. So like I couldn't get the screen to turn back on. And then, like, that was another 4 months. And then I just like smacked it against like my bedpost one day and it worked. Yeah.
Quality item.
And then like Chrissy just with the shifty eyes, yeah.
Sideways glance.
Yeah. And like it's just been like not a great purchase.
And
I think I may have gotten like a floor model too. Because
it was cheap.
Yeah. Well, no, it was it was like whatever the discount was at that time for like their store.
Yeah, Black Friday sales or whatever.
Sale. But like the box was already open.
But
like everything was still packaged well, so I was like, oh, it's fine. I'm sure
it's an open box situation.
And then I cracked the face on it because like I'm just a big dumb idiot and walk into walls constantly. So there's that. But
I can see that.
I would. It's one of those things where like it's one of those pieces of hardware where if you're gonna buy something, I would buy something that's quality.
Right.
That would be my suggestion. Or don't buy anything at all and just buy a regular watch. And if somebody texts you,
I like the Fitbit though. Like I really like it. I need to figure out a way for me not to be able to see my heart rate. The actual function of the watch of what people fucking buy it for. I don't want to see it. I want everything else.
Can't you like turn that setting off?
I mean, not that I know of, but like maybe I can.
Have you made an effort? Have you made an effort to see if you can?
Listen, man, I'm busy.
I mean, hey, we all are. It's 2020. Listen, there's a pandemic going on out there.
I have so many plates. I could set a fucking table. All right, I'm spinning them. I'm fucking doing the thing with the sticks, and I got one on my foot, and I'm just kind of doing this thing, and they're spinning. I'm like, it's gonna end at some point. This is gonna be a big mess that somebody's gonna have to clean up. Maybe me, maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna see. But anyway, going back to what we originally were talking about, changing of the seasons, sir.
Back to that,
yeah. What are you talking about? Like you have a season, don't you? Where you currently are?
We have
which is fucking gorgeous. That's your season.
Yeah, pretty much. So we have gorgeous weather, and then the other season is slightly colder.
Slightly colder, gorgeous weather.
Yeah. With maybe like 60% more cloud coverage.
What's slightly colder? What's your low lately?
I'll tell you what, we got down to 56 the other day.
Oh, you poor thing.
I put on pants to go outside for the first time since maybe March.
Wow.
So like that was trying for me.
It was an eye opener.
It was an eye opener. It was realize what you have in front of you, because one day it could be gone.
I had this epiphany earlier today.
Okay.
And it was
it was also like 92 days after that, by the way.
But I had this epiphany driving home today. Had to go to the store, pick a couple things. We get we're cheap as fuck. We're on a budget, that type of thing. Yeah. So, we're shopping at the Aldis.
Mm-hmm.
We're shopping at, the secondhand grocery stores.
Oh, yeah.
That type of thing.
Hell yeah.
And they have this amazing deal when you go to Aldi's. You can get a frozen pizza from Aldi's. It's an Aldi's frozen pizza. And it is bigger than the large pizza that you get at any fucking restaurant chain that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like $3.
Oh, yeah.
And it is fucking good. Like, it is really fucking good.
Oh yeah. We used to fucking clean out all these.
Yeah, amazing, right? Yeah. The turkey burgers there, out of control.
I don't remember.
Out of control.
I don't remember fucking with the turkey burgers.
No, you gotta get the turkey burgers, and they give you double. Like, well, okay, so like if you buy a pack of Jenny O's
Okay.
per se, or whatever the fuck, you're getting a thick burger,
Mm-hmm.
but you're only getting like 6, and
Okay.
you're paying like $12 for them or whatever the fuck.
Sure.
So what Aldi's does is they take the Jenny O's or whatever the fuck, they cut those bitches in half and give you 12. So you're getting a deal.
You're getting the same amount of burger, just spread out among
Portioned
12.
better.
Portion better. There you go. That's the way to look
Portion
at it.
better, and it'll cost you $4 goddamn. So and for whatever reason, when they're thinner, they get more crispy. They got better seasoning on them. I don't know. Get the fucking turkey burgers. But back to the pizza. So we get these fucking pizzas, and the wife, she doesn't eat anything good. So we have to get the cheese pizza.
Okay.
And I'm a pepperoni man to put on my pepperoni, on my pizza.
I also love how it's like she doesn't like, meat and stuff on her pizza.
Right.
You're not supposed to eat pizza, sir.
But well, that semantics. But
okay, if that's how you want to frame it up.
yeah, it's semantics. So I mean, I do better with cooked cheese, I will say. Like, it cooks the lactose out, I like to tell myself. In science, I don't know why. I can eat myself a grilled cheese and be fine.
I don't know if we're allowed to trust science right now.
That's true.
Science
is out on science.
Oh my God, we're surrounded by stupid people.
I mean, we're not much better ourselves. So, but anyway, I don't think that's how that works from Christy. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. All I can tell you is I do better with cooked cheese than non-cooked cheese.
Well, I mean, that's got to count for something.
It counts for.
Listen, I have run
about 1,200 calories with that pizza. I'll tell you.
I've run a number of student tests and examinations, with factors, A's and B's,
double-blind, placebo
segmentations and stuff like
studies.
that. I did it all throughout my master's, so I feel like you have a good case.
That sounded official, folks.
Right.
I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah. And listen.
So anyway,
I'm also a published author in my field. So,
what is your field?
I wrote a paper about video games.
G4. What
G4,
more do you need?
Listen, I am a published researcher.
Why was that not in the fucking video?
I forget about it a lot of the time. Because I'm not gonna lie, after school was over, I was just like, yeah, if you want to submit it, go ahead, submit it. And then the guy did a bunch of stuff to it, and I was like, sounds great. And then it's boom, published. So,
good for you.
Yeah,
I had to self-publish.
In the end, we both got there.
You know what? That's true.
Basically,
why are we not toting that we're best-selling authors? Why is that not?
I mean, yeah, you can say you're a best-selling author.
Yeah.
You've sold all of your Kickstarters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And it was the best way possible. So
it was I am undefeated.
You're undefeated
in the crowdfunding arena.
You beat Kickstarter.
I did, and trust me, they put up a fight.
Sure yeah.
And they took a big chunk too. But anyway, regardless, anyway, back to the pizza thing.
Pizza.
So my wife doesn't like to eat good stuff. So when we get the pizza, I have to buy a sack of pepperoni to put on the pizza. So I get my half with pepperoni, she gets her half with cheese, that type of thing. So anyway, when we bought the pizza, Aldi's was out of their pepperoni. They only had turkey pepperoni, and I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It's not the same.
If I mean, the wife would eat that, and I could be a good husband and get turkey pepperoni and put it on the whole pizza, and everybody would be happy. But guess what? Life doesn't revolve around turkey. It just doesn't. I'm sorry.
It shouldn't.
When I go to Dunkin' Donuts, do I get a turkey sausage? No. Is it healthier? Probably. I don't know the facts,
No.
but if I'm going to Dunkin' Donut and they got the real stuff anyway,
He says the fucking cooking kicks out the lactose. He doesn't know the facts about turkey sausage.
nope.
Cool, man.
So anyway, I had to go to Walmart today
Yeah.
to pick up some pepperoni, among some other things that I had to get. And driving home, I had an epiphany.
Oh, yes, the epiphany.
Yeah, we're getting there, folks. I swear. What was it? Oh, now I remember. It had
Jesus
something to
Christ.
do with. Oh fuck! What was it? Oh, it was the masked people. So did you see the fuckers in Target?
Yo,
today?
what the fuck?
Listen, man, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to be a human being. When I saw a bunch of like the whitest people of all time trudging through Target. Did you see the guy at Disney today?
No, but I heard about something happening at Disney.
Yeah, so we can talk about Target. I'll talk about Disney, and then I'll land with my epiphany.
Okay. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand how people still don't get it. It's fucking the middle of September. We're still dealing with this shit. Okay, sure. Some things have slowed down. The fact of the matter is, it's still out there. People are still getting sick. People still need to get tested. It's not just gonna go away. When it's been over 6 fucking months, guess what? It's not just going away. It's here. It's still here. Wash your fucking hands. Cover your goddamn mouths. Stop being an asshole. And
That's
then,
a public service announcement,
and then,
folks.
Maybe it'll go away. But it's
Maybe.
not, because people are still going to be fucking assholes.
Correct. And here's my take on it too. Before I get to everything else I was going to talk about, and then we'll get back to the actual fucking point of everything we're talking about. Masks are not going to go away ever. They are here to stay.
Yeah.
However, I do think that probably in a year or so, maybe 2 years, you're gonna see a slight switch from masks are mandatory to enter this establishment to masks are strongly encouraged to enter this establishment. That's it, folks. That's as far back as we go.
I think
they've already taken your rights. It's over.
What do you mean they've taken your rights?
Well, no, that's what they're worried about. That's what the anti-masks people are worried about.
Oh, my rights! I don't have the right to go out. Did you see?
Did you click the I accept all terms? Did you click it? Did you click it? Because you clicked it and your rights are gone.
Well, homie, did you see the shit from fucking? I think it was Utah.
No.
Where there was like a rally of anti-maskers, I guess, trying to like push for schools to reopen or something, and like they interviewed the kid, and the kid was like, "You didn't see this?
I didn't see this."
Oh my god!
What'd the kid say?
We're dumb. We're a dumb fucking country. I'm sorry. I love this country. I'm happy to be here, but we're dumb. We're just fucking dumb. They had some fucking like 8 or 9-year-old kid like in front of the news camera, like, more people killed by the flu every year or some shit.
Right.
The pinnacle, the fucking peak of whiteness in this society, though, a woman stands in front of the camera and says, "Well, you know," okay, I don't even want to repeat it. It's that fucking bad.
I can't wait.
She made a comparison about. God damn, I fucking hate these people. She compared being forced to wear a mask and not being able to breathe to something else Basically, she compared
The
wearing
biggest story of 2020 besides the virus.
the thing that kicked off the summer, folks. She basically compared wearing a mask and not being able to breathe to George Floyd with a cop kneeling on his fucking neck and killing him.
That's disgusting.
At that point, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't, like, there is no reasoning with these people. Their minds are made up.
No.
There's no coming back from this.
No.
And this is why the pandemic is going to remain here for about another 12 months minimum.
Minimum.
Remember when this shit was scheduled to be over by July? And people were like, well,
if you go back and watch this show, we had it done in
weeks. I don't think you can access those episodes anymore.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Listen, a lot of folks, sometimes when we come on this show, we don't really have a lot to talk about. So we kind of ham it up a little bit, and the banter's a little bit more forced. And sometimes we say things that we don't really mean, and sometimes we look back and go, oof, we need to delete that.
Folks, I'm going to go on record and say this is a comedy show.
It's a comedy. Sometimes
it's a comedy show.
Sometimes we try to reflect certain sentiments in society, but not all the bad ones. And sometimes, like I said, we're dumb too, and just a little.
We jest.
Anyway,
sometimes
what I was trying to say was, like there was a point like 6 months ago where they're like, this could last as late as July if we're lucky. I'm like,
we weren't lucky, folks.
July would have been fucking wonderful. If this
would have been tremendous.
I would have done a goddamn backflip.
We're going into October, folks.
I don't have a watch, so I don't know what day.
No, and actually, right now I'm at 70 beats per minute. I'm a little elevated.
Oh, okay. You
nervous.
Take a moment. You need to work on your breathing.
Well, I mean that what you just told me upset me. So like I'm just.
So,
but anyway, recently the people in Target protesting about masks. Listen, folks. First off, you're in Target. These people spend a lot of money on their masks because they're shopping at Target. Go over to the other place. You'll probably get some followers. But at Disney today, and I swear to Christ, I'm going to get to my epiphany at some point.
Thank God. Show's going to be wrapping up by then.
It's a great way to go out. So at Disney today, a gentleman was escorted out of Disney's Hollywood studios by security.
I saw the headline.
For refusing to wear his mask in the park. However, he did not go quietly.
Well, why would he?
Here's the thing, folks. If you're trying to rally people on your side, have your facts straight. He was trying to make a point, and he had his point wrong. And you're at Disney with a bunch of Disney nerds. We're gonna call you out on your lack of continuity and context on what you're saying.
That's really
so cool. He stated that, and I believe the quote went something along the lines of, "Listen to the movie that was put out by Walt Disney World." And first off, Walt Disney World doesn't put out any movies. Yeah. Walt Disney Studios does. But anyway, I digress. I would let that one slide. He's there. He might have he's emotional.
He's worked up.
Sort of thing. In the movie The Bug's Life, when Hopper says that they're just ants, but if they band together, we can't stop them. That's what we need to do, is band together and stop wearing these masks. Who's with me? And he was dragged kicking and screaming by security out of the park and probably banned for life.
Probably. Hopefully.
First off, that's not what happened in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he knows his characters correctly. But anyway, I digress. That's more of the minor point to that story. But anyway, so the Target thing happened. That happened today.
Yeah.
I was coming home from Walmart. I had warned people with the mask just on their chin, saying, "I'm wearing my mask," and like, come on, man. Like, at least put it over your mouth. Like, I know you're supposed to put it over the nose too. if you want to be like actually wear it correctly, but like
Mhm.
I'll accept over the mouth at this point versus just resting on your chin.
Right.
All right. So let's get with the program, people. But I'm driving on my way home. Oh Jesus Christ! Driving on my way home, I'm very upset.
Very worked up.
Um, I'm about to get on the highway and I'm sitting at a red light and I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what it is? Is people are scared of change.
Yeah, man. Like,
And
come
and
on.
and and I'm like, you know why that is? Why people are scared of change is because we as humans have this problem. We have this underlying issue in our psyche, in our DNA, in our I'm sure it's a natural selection thing that lets us live longer kind of thing. We have this horrible idea that everything goes on forever.
Did
So
we?
any type of change triggers a response of a reminder of, oh yeah, shit can change. This doesn't go on forever. And that reminds people of their mortality, which is why they fight change so much, which is why people don't want to wear masks because they don't want it changing from how society was. But the fucking irony of the situation is not wearing a mask will kill you.
I think I'm having a stroke. Did we? Real talk. Did we talk about that idea recently?
No,
I
not that I
think
know of.
I think
Anyway.
I might be. I might. Okay.
You having deja vu?
Bro, the Matrix is like I'm just seeing
It's
falling
broken.
green lines right now.
It's broken.
I see redhead, blonde, brunette. That's all I'm seeing. No, like I'm. Christy, did we talk about this recently? Like this exact, like I've had this exact conversation within the last 60 days.
Really?
I swear to God, I've had this exact conversation recently. The idea that people are, because people don't realize, or like, the thing that I sort of fell to was people are so resistant and so reluctant to allow for change because they don't want things to change for them. They get into a position or situation where everything's working out for them. Their life is perfect. Right. Everything around them is perfect. They have everything they want. They have everything they need. And the slightest disruption in that will set the whole thing off with this big chain reaction when that's not necessarily the case. So their thing is life starts and stops with me.
Well, I mean, that's most people.
And it's like they don't realize that
except for firemen.
Except for who?
Firemen.
Okay.
They're always thinking about other people.
Yeah. My dad was a fireman.
I know. We do this for the firemen.
God damn it if we don't do this for the firemen. And fire women. Firefighters.
Firefighters, folks.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Come on, man. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. This idea that, like, life doesn't continue once they're gone.
No. I mean, it does. But...
And like, that's the thing, is, like, people are so reluctant to push for change for the future. They don't give a shit about the next generation. They don't give a shit about who's coming, after them. They only care about what they have and what they have in front of them. And once they're dead and gone, that's it. Everything just ceases to exist. That's how they. But like, that's not the case. Once they're gone, they're fucking gone. But we still need to deal with their bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, man. Wow. I am breaking down on the inside right now. I am freaking out because, like, as you were going through that, I was like, I swear to God, we've had this conversation like 3 weeks ago. Why doesn't he remember?
No, we did not have this conversation, but that was the epiphany I had on the ride home.
Okay.
And then immediately I was like, I got to stop at the liquor store. And
okay.
And stopped at the old Peter's Liquors and picked up a couple things. But yeah, so like I had that epiphany about change, and then this morning I woke up and I couldn't fucking move. I couldn't fucking move because it was 50 fucking degrees in my house and my knees had locked up from the fucking cold ass motherfucking
Oh,
weather that's coming. And I'm just like,
Is that what's happening to me?
What's that?
Well, I told you like last week when I was under my desk for 5 minutes because I couldn't get up
Right.
because I had to like plug a light in, and then I was like,
I mean, if you
stuck.
were in Syracuse, I would say yes, but sir,
Bro, listen, we have what's referred to here as a cold 75 degrees. Okay, so like,
okay.
it's just
All right.
it's just you
What's
would
that in Celsius?
like 23.
Oh, it's cold, Christy. Is that right? Doesn't Celsius just sound cold?
I was right.
Are you really?
I was right.
Holy shit! Get that boy a prize. The fuck?
Fucking, I'm so goddamn smart. I have the best ideas.
6 years of college paid off.
Good for something, folks. I'll be in debt forever, but hey, I can bring the tee-hee-hees every Wednesday night.
And he cries a little after, folks, but
Oh yeah,
but that's okay.
Only on the inside.
Only on the inside. When he's not thinking the world's ending.
Just a waterfall.
But yeah, so like I woke up and I couldn't walk, and I'm
Okay.
just like, oh my god, like everything was stiff. My hands hurt, my knees hurt, my back hurt, and I'm walking and I'm looking and I'm like, it's 50 fucking degrees in the house. We kept the AC in the fucking window. We didn't take it out yet because it's September. One day could be 80, the next could be 50, the next could be 90, the next could be 70.
You're still in that wild card period, which we should technically be in right now. Although, like, I'm starting to wonder if I am.
That's a solid point, Christy. 75 degrees Celsius would be too hot.
Oh, yeah, you would die.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, we're kind of in that wild card time zone, or fucking time period right now where, like I said, like, last week it was like 56, and then 2 days later it was 90. But of course, we've also had like consistently like 90-degree days for the last week and a half. So,
right,
it's good.
Yeah. So, and actually, you know what? Speaking of time zones, I know we're running out of time. Like we got a minute left, but whatever the fuck, I got something to say.
Oh, say it.
Me and the wife were having a discussion earlier today, and I'll give you a better frame of reference after the show. You guys live in a different time zone,
right,
than we do.
We're an hour behind you guys.
Who stays up later?
Neither. Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Like how late in your time zone do you stay up versus where we would stay up in the correct time zone? And does that
in the correct
does
time
that
zone.
Does that mesh? Does that are we going to bed at the same time?
What time do you go to bed?
What time do you go to bed?
10:30.
Oh, that's way too early. So you're going to bed at 11:30.
It would be
Eastern
11:30 Eastern, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm usually about a 2 a.m. Going to bed.
Bro, no, that's way too late.
What, 2 a.m. and then you wake up at 7.
Oh, fuck.
And
that. We last weekend, so we stayed. It was like, when the fuck was Labor Day? Was Labor Day Monday? No. When the fuck was Labor Day?
it was last Monday.
Last Monday. Okay, so it was like last weekend, I think it was.
Yes.
We stayed up until like 1:30, playing Among Us with some friends. Which we sidebar. We're gonna need to talk about that here shortly.
Okay.
We stayed up, till like 1:30 playing Among Us. Went to bed. Like we were lights out about 2:00. I got up at like 7:30 to go to the gym. I was fucking miserable.
Well, yeah, it's a sad state of life.
But I was like,
I do it every day.
That's what, like, back in the day, it like 2:00. I was like, oh, it's 2:00. Guess it's time for me to go to bed. And then I'd go to bed, but then I would also sleep until like 11:30, 12:00 in the afternoon. Which, the older I got, the more I was like, I'm wasting most of the day because stuff. But yeah, like we tend to go to bed earlier now. Not so much because we're getting older, but because it's one of those situations where like there's really not much to do after a certain point in the day. So like we could stay up and like watch movies, play games, do whatever,
Gotcha.
stay up mad late, and then sleep all day. But like with everything going on out in the world right now, like I would rather get up earlier and like go to the gym, be home by like 10 o'clock, and then take a nap. Like that's way more interesting to me.
That's fair. See, the thing is, the wife works overnights.
Right.
So even on her days off, she kind of has to stay up late so that her schedule doesn't get fucked up. So like, and that's fine, except like we don't ever see each other because the kids and I'm working and she's sleeping. Then like, the only time we ever get to see each other is if I stay up late,
right,
where she's staying up late. So like, she gets to do that. She gets to stay up late. And then she goes to bed, and then she wakes up at 11. I stay up late, and then I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I'm getting that 3.5, 4 hours of sleep. She's getting a rested time to sleep. I'm getting an early grave. So if you want to send flowers, you can do so to any one of our social media channels. All your mornings, your Brainwreck Show.
Brainwreck Show across the web, we'll say.
Across the web. Make sure you tag us in G4. What's the thing?
Hashtag G4's got, or hashtag G4 needs talent. I think I fucked it up early in the episode too, by the way. We're doing wonderful at this whole thing. Hashtag G4 needs talent. We've got a submission out on our YouTube page right now. We've also got it posted on our Twitter page. Go share, retweet it, do all that fun stuff. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our Twitch channel. We've got rule number 4 coming to you live.
Coming up tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night with Christy. Like I said at the beginning of the show, she's got a great topic for us. It's a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, as a matter of fact. Yep. So
kittens?
No, not quite. But it's gonna be a fun time. We go live 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So
usually a few minutes late.
We are always up for fan interaction on this stuff. So if you're watching, feel free to jump in, give us your opinions, because we're gonna vote on who the biggest asshole is.
And your vote counts, unlike in November.
No, don't tell them that. That's misinformation, sir.
No, but that's the truth.
Go out and vote in November.
It's already decided.
It's not. Listen, don't shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. I'm not dealing with another 4 years of this bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Your vote matters. Just go out and vote. Make it count. Okay? America. That's what I'll say. Vote for America and yourself and the people.
So for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.